Hi, my name's Brad Maust, married to Twyla. I grew up in Grantsville, Salisbury area, attended Maple Glen until Twyla and I got married and then changed my membership to here. To paraphrase the Apostle Paul, I am a Mennonite among Mennonites. My great-grandfather was a pastor, my grandfather was a deacon, I had great-uncle, an uncle that were both bishop at Maple Glen. I have had several cousins that are now pastors. So it's really a good heritage to be from, but in reality, the heritage isn't as important as my relationship to Christ. I grew up, there was 8 kids in the family. I had 3 siblings with a genetic disease. All 3 of those passed away in their 20s. So growing up, normal to me was really not normal. Since then, my oldest brother died from cancer. My dad also passed away, so half of my immediate family is gone. What I do for a living, I am a paramedic. I work for Garrett County. I can work in Grantsville, Oakland, or at Deep Creek Lake, or in Friendsville. Why did I choose that vocation? Sometimes our vocation finds us instead of us looking for a vocation. If you go back to 50 years to August of 1972, my best friend had come over to the farm that day, and we were really enjoying life, having fun riding the go-kart, and he ran into the back of Dad's car with the go-kart, and I thought for many years that that's what killed him. But later I found out that he had had a brain aneurysm, and that's what caused him to have the accident. But I remember as a 10-year-old boy standing there watching him die, and when I started looking around and got hooked up with the fire department, started on the ambulance, and it just drew me in. And so now I can actually do something about it when somebody's injured. I've often wondered what would happen if that not had happened. But the Spirit has prompted me, just don't go there, because that is not your story to write. Your story is the one that you have lived, and each one of us has a story in our own way. I am far more mechanical minded. I have a lot of my Grandpa Simon Beachy in me. I built my first computer about 40 years ago already, and for you younger ones, it had 16 kilobytes of memory and a 20 meg hard drive and an actual 16-bit color monitor. 5 1/4 floppy, CDs were not even on the horizon yet. So I've been doing the recording for CMC and Pastors Conference and now the live streaming for the past 20 years. And I would much rather be behind the camera than in front of that. Though I did meet Twyla in one of those years doing the recording for CMC. So I was asked, why do you want to be an elder? I really was not looking forward to being an elder. It's a lot of responsibility, but when Barry called and asked me if I was willing, I said, yeah, I could serve. My vision for the future, and I guess I am the elder of worship. And my vision for the future is Christian living is not about the destination, but about the journey itself. Our destination is secure when we accept Christ as our Savior, and our journey is walking with God in a way that others desire what we have. And it should be about living that way so that others see what we have and want to come along. I think of the poem, Footprints in the Sand. And sometimes I think there should be another verse to that yet. And, he talks about the set of footprints and then the single footprints. But I think there's times that if you look back at life, there's just a chaotic set of prints dancing all over the place. And that's when Jesus loved you so much, he took you in his arms and he just started dancing. And worship should be dancing with Jesus. Sometimes it can be an upbeat, fast tune or slow and majestic. He pulls you in, wraps his arms around you, and the love for you just seeps from every fiber of his being. Each one of us is responsible to prepare our hearts with an attitude of worship. It is our responsibility as worship committee to create an atmosphere in which that attitude of worship can thrive and grow. You know, it's easy to worship God when things are going good and we're happy and joyful. But worship in the midst of sorrow and painful times is the ultimate in showing that Christ is our all in all. So we will spend eternity worshiping at the feet of Jesus, so we may as well get used to it.